Hello, and welcome to Autumn. You might have already noticed that my background's looking a little different, and that's because I'm in a completely different room. I've just moved up to Aberdeen, where I'm going to be studying for university. It's exciting, but it's very different. I expect a lot of you will be in similar situations right now. A lot of you will have started school again, and for some of you this might have been the first time that you've actually been in school since March. You've got new classes, new teachers, and for you it might be exciting, new, but it might also be very scary. And that's what I'm going to be talking to you about today. And while we're on the subject of new things, I'm going to be taking you around Aberdeen to show all the beauty that can be in something new. There are lots of times in the Bible where people have had to do things that are new, exciting, and scary. The disciples left their homes and everyone they knew to follow Jesus. And since Jesus was a teacher, it was probably almost like starting a new school for them. Jesus himself constantly had to do new things, meet new people, and go to new places. And even though he didn't show it, it was probably very scary for him too. One of the scary things that Jesus had to face was people like the Pharisees constantly trying to trick him. Has anyone ever asked you a question where you didn't know the answer, or you were scared that if you got it wrong, people would be mad at you? I don't know about you, but whenever that happens to me, I get really nervous. My throat dries up and my heart starts pounding. Do you think that happened to Jesus? Do you think he never got nervous, or was he just really good at hiding it? The question, is it lawful to pay taxes to Caesar or not, was a tricky question, because at the time the Middle East was under Roman occupation and a lot of people didn't like that. So if Jesus had said that it was lawful to pay taxes to the Romans, then he would have angered the Jewish people. But if he'd said that it wasn't lawful, then he would have openly been defying the power of Rome. So Jesus was faced with an impossible task. No matter what he said, he would have made someone angry. How could he find a way out? He realised that this wasn't a simple yes or no question, that he didn't have to give the answer that other people wanted or expected. He told the Pharisees that he knew they were trying to trick them, and he tricked them right back. By saying, "Render to Caesar the things that are Caesar's," he made them answer for themselves whether or not it was right to pay Rome taxes. But how does this affect us? What can we learn from it? One thing I'd say it's important to remember is that there can be more than one correct answer to a question. Even if something seems like a simple yes or no question, you can have more than one option. Sometimes you just have to look at things from a different angle. I think that's an important lesson to remember now that we're going back to school. There are going to be plenty of times when you're faced with a task or a problem or question that's completely stumped you. And in moments like that, it helps to remember this story, and that sometimes to find the answer, you have to look at things differently. So here's a challenge for you. The next time you have a problem that you don't know how to solve, stop. Take 3 deep breaths. Do something else. Go for a walk, read a book, watch some TV. Come back to your task later and see if you can find a different way of looking at it. Thank you all so much for listening and for exploring Aberdeen with me. Good luck this term with whatever you might be doing, and I hope to speak to you all soon.